A key issue at the Global Climate Change Conference is cutting the emissions of carbon dioxide. Governments, including China, have set emissions reduction targets they are comfortable with. But does the general public see this as a priority? Dai Qian takes a look.
The next 2 weeks of negotiations in Denmark are expected to be hugely complicated and equally controversial as governments from around the globe try to achieve the deal which suits them best. Still, UN officials hope the discussions will lead to decisive action.
I think that at the end of this 2-week session, I need to be able to show you a piece of paper that says, this is what the US has committed for 2020, this is what the EU has committed for 2020, this is what Japan has committed for 2020. In other words, a sort of lump sum where you don't know who's going to take responsibility for what is not good enough.
Many countries, including China, have set themselves ambitious climate change reduction targets. But those targets can't be met unless people here change the way they live and reduce their own greenhouse gas emissions.
Here in Shanghai, some people we've talked to on the street do say that doing something to slow climate change is urgent.
Actually, the issue is really close to us. The weather now is abnormal and changeable. Warm winter and snow in the south that didn't happen in the past. So it shouldn't take a climate change conference to remind us. We should pay more attention to this global issue and take action ourselves to prevent bad things from happening.
And taking action is already on many people's minds.
For instance, our company keeps the office temperature above 26 degrees Celsius in summer to save the energy, and we employees are supportive. Also at home, we usually don't use the air conditioner unless it's really cold or hot.
Changing daily habits like using less air conditioning or turning off lights when there is no one in the room is the easy part. Experts say the tough challenges come when people need to pay more, as conservation is always expensive.
As emissions are controlled more, it will finally take a toll on the cost of living. Take electricity charges, for example. Now the price is about 0.38 yuan per kilowatt hour. But research shows that it costs another 0.4 yuan to deal with all the pollution from power generation. So if we add the cost to the price, that means residents will need to pay double what their electricity bills are now.
Experts point out that without motivation, it's difficult to get people to save energy voluntarily. So they say government should give people a reward. For instance, after hikes in utility charges, the extra cost of a power-saving light bulb can be offset by cheaper bills. So many people would want to buy those lamps, and that would be good for the environment. Dai Qian, ICS News.